About 90 local veterans will take off from Crosse Airport tomorrow morning to spend the day in Washington, D.C. with the Freedom Honor Flight. This will be the 17th trip the local chapter has taken since it began in 2008. News 8's Kyle Dimke caught up with one of the soldiers going on the flight. He joins us now with the story.
Well, it's known as the Forgotten War to some, but for the millions of Korean War veterans, the three-year battle is something they'll never forget. Today, I had the privilege to sit down with one of the local veterans traveling to D.C. tomorrow to talk about the upcoming trip. On Friday afternoon, volunteers are already setting up the hangar to once again welcome home the veterans going on Saturday's Freedom Honor Flight.
When we take these veterans, they're the most important people running around D.C. tomorrow.
One of those making the trip is Korean War veteran Marine Corporal Kenneth Appleman, who was 22 years old when he was drafted and sent on a 13-day boat ride to Korea.
Well, you often wonder where you're going to go, where you're going to end up, just like when over in Korea. You don't know if you're coming back or not.
As one of 4 boys in his family, Kenneth was the only one to be drafted and admits he was not excited about it.
I didn't care for Eisenhower, but when he got to be president, he stopped that Korean War, and I was so glad for that.
Appleman was in Korea for a total of 11 months, but only 4 months before a truce was signed. Even in that short amount of time, however, as a gunner, he saw plenty of combat.
But just lucky, it wasn't that bad. We got a few shells come in, but they lit in front of us or went clear over us.
Kenneth was hesitant at first to go on the Freedom Honor Flight. He says even though he didn't exactly enjoy his time in Korea, he is looking forward to seeing the memorial standing in honor of him and those he served alongside.
I think it's a greater honor that I get to go.
Corporal Appleman was left the Marines, after 2 years of service. He was put on the list to go on the Freedom Honor Flight by his granddaughter, who is also a veteran. And Martha, she will be the one joining him on the trip to D.C. tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. Tomorrow's honor flight is being called the Sparta American Legion Post 100 flight because of the support that post and the Sparta community has provided to the Freedom Honor Flight over the past several years. Sparta Post 100 has donated more than $150,000, paying for about 300 veterans to go on this trip.